Alright then. Hello, everybody. Thursday, as of recent, has been a uncommon day for a stream, but with a new Magic set out, I want to get some more time in uh, drafting, so hope you're all here for some Foundations as well. Got a new set that came out here on Tuesday on Arena, and we're gonna play some just good old-fashioned drafting. Hope you're all having a good week. Ugh, okay. We got
Thursday core set. What's going on
what?
here?
Thursday Magic. Thursday night.
Thursday. Thursday night. Even though Friday Night Magic doesn't like have an F in front of Magic, I still want to say Thursday Night Magic for some reason.
Yeah, at most shops I know, like Thursday night ends up being like the Commander night.
Yeah, I mean it's Friday Night Magic is for limited events, and then you have
like
if it,
F&M
constructed
is
probably on other things. Yeah.
Yeah, so like F&M, you like at the local shop, it's like okay, Friday nights like F&M is like drafting, sometimes modern, sometimes other formats. We used to run standard a lot more, and that fell off, and has been coming back as of recent. Monday night used to be a pretty big night for Magic at our shops, though. The local shop doesn't even open on Monday anymore, just based on closing down for a couple days during COVID and then not reopening on those days.
Mhm.
And then like weekend you get like events, store champs, pre-release, the like. That's like your event if you were there on Saturday. But yeah, Foundations.
How'd you enjoy your first draft of Foundations? Does it feel like drafting a core set, like in that weird specific way that they feel?
We drafted the most just like, all right, here's green black big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got past Muldrotha in pack 3.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was great. That was excellent. We got to play just sort of like good cards at a good rate and crash at each other in interesting ways. So
I'm kind of I don't know what people's general reaction to it is, but I actually legitimately like that they put some commander cards that were from old commander sets specifically.
Yeah, like pulled
into standard because old commander sets are not nearly the power level of modern commander sets, you know? Like
there's been a shift over just a rising temperature sort of thing over like if you compare like a 2015 pre-con to a 2019 pre-con to a 2023 pre-con,
completely different decks, all three of them.
Like the ideals of how those work ends up being kind of fascinating in how they differ. So but yeah, we got God's honest magic. We got flying. We got power. We got spells. We got ramp.
Aggro.
We got
and
life
ramp.
gain. You know, we look just
the classic of 1/1 counters. It's pure honesty is what this is.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like this one is almost not. There's a sack theme in black, and like that's pretty around. It says it's down here in green black, but it's mostly like black has some really nice stuff going on for it. Green just has some things that ride along that function well with it. Shadow, thanks for the sub. So anyway, let's jump on in. Yeah, core set. Also, just like they also did hand out a ton of like hey, here's a floor of cards. The starter set stuff more so.
Yeah.
That is in paper. It's like it's a like like an LCG core set, like a you know. All right, what's our
Banner of Kinship. Okay, so this makes you like
so this is a
just focus on a single
yeah
type,
yeah. So this is specifically this is a coat of arms that doesn't change after it's static to the moment you play it. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each creature of that type you had when you played the card.
No, it that is creatures all
yes,
that get that bonus.
Creatures you control of the chosen type.
Yeah.
So you choose you choose elf and then you go a million elves. So you huh. That's like good.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh. I'm also looking at a braid. I'm looking at stab.
Good old stab. I love that stab inflicts a stab without the bleeding.
Stab. I'm gonna go with this. Something about this healer. Hold on. Like I just want to, because this is
all right. Hello.
Celestial armor. Okay. Flash.
Proof, indestructible until end of turn. Flash +2/+0 and flying. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. We also have the helpful hunter, the cat har commando, which is not a cat but contains cat.
Right. Yeah.
This card's like strong enough that this is a creature I expect to see in cubes, in like high powered cubes. Like this is like the
Oh yeah, I mean this is a well, it's a 3/1, yeah, but also it's a flash destroy, yeah. Flash naturalize,
disenchant, whatever you're feeling. Wow, this is a Trumpet Blast, eat your heart out. What if Trumpet Blast also came with goblins, or like the choice of goblins, not like
yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I think those are Tarkir goblins. They've got the
Galta. Total power to creatures control.
Yep.
Essence Scatter. Hardfire Emulator. This is huge. I'm tempted by Galta here.
Just playing Galta sounds like a plan, honestly.
Right, like I mean, like large power creatures, and then play this for 3, and you're off to the races, right? Like you can go the audacity of huge indeed. Essence Scatter's quite real. Tolarian Terror. This card is extremely good as a common build around.
I really like this kind of blue common, the one that's reasonably large, reasonably hard to get rid of, but not impossible.
Yeah.
Becomes cheaper the more you do something that's like relevant to what Blue's game plan is.
Okay. Belmore. Dauntless Veteran is the go wide. Commando versus Thespian.
Both 3/1s. One has a 2 surveil triggers on it. The other is the one you were talking about before.
Yeah.
They're both commons. And also, I am noticing, does this have the standard, like regular distribution of rarities and stuff?
No.
Single rare?
No.
Okay.
No, this has like 3 rares, 4 uncommons, like as its like possible lineups. Like the 3 cards picked out of here would have been rare, uncommon, and then we have 3 more uncommons left.
I thought the pack that you opened only had the 1 rare.
Yes, but that's the lower bound of what it could possibly be.
Okay.
That's not a like it's not like a guarantee of how much you get. It's like an upper or a lower bound. Claws up.
Is Those are just regular house cats.
Yeah, this is just you're being harangued by all the cats. We're bored.
Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats are here to kick your ass.
Big fan of rats. Black has some nice lower end stuff. This giant is also, yeah, this is a fine card. If there wasn't a Banishing Light here, speaks a little too much for me to pass up. But like this thing is just like landfall, make some bodies.
Mm-hmm.
We got white that hello.
Muldrotha again.
Okay, so I'm seeing Muldrotha, which is a little too off plan for me to go after.
Dazzling 4 white cards already. Yeah.
So Dazzling Angel is like the white common that I'm looking at, and I go, damn, okay,
3 mana 2/3 with additional life gain.
We also have Burst Lightning hanging out in here. This card whips. Very good. Also, Resolute Reinforcements. This is a Raise the Alarm. Does just fine at being the Raise the Alarm. Also a Stab. These are both very powerful cards.
True.
I'm hesitant.
I like the idea of staying on white right now.
Yeah, I'm hesitant. If we see, like, okay, I'm staying on, like, right now, this is sort of like, we don't have to be on, who knows what we end up being on, but, Prideful Parent here is, one of these classics of limited cards we've had over the last while. 2/2 body that comes with a 1/1. Generally,
this
some
one has
upside.
a keyword on the front face, so it has a little bit more.
Sometimes the 1/1 will have first strike. Sometimes the 2/2 will have so there's generally a little bit more than like 2/2 and 1/1. The one in Outlaws, the 1/1 was a mercenary token. That was its upside. If I didn't really like Prideful Parent, I would be that Banner might be Rogue's Passage. Oh. That's a way to win a game that goes long. This is just like, hey, you have inevitability.
Yep.
Witness Protection. This card's fine. Off-Carry Stomper is also fine. You can hand off. It's like there's a couple comparable sized cards to this, gaining life, putting on counters around. Ooh, okay. Well. +1/+1 counter flying, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to it this turn. Alternate would be Hawk.
1/1 flying lifelink.
Yeah.
Is a 1-drop, is a flyer.
I don't hate it. I wonder how mono white we end up with this.
So far, you're pretty mono.
Yeah, like this ain't changing that. Like, that's a card I'm absolutely including. This is choose a creature type. Pick that. And claws out. Okay. All right. This is a good sack outlet. All right.
Blasphemous Edict, Sadbot.
We have Blasphemous Edict and Sadbot as like immediate bits in here. Sad Robot, like extremely good. This card, I know like our deck is quite aggressive right now, but this card was just unreal in the games we played with it last time. We have this cat. This cat can't be killed. Well, it takes a while. Pride Parent.
It's kind of squee almost. The fact that it comes back 8 times.
8 times. Blasphemous Edict.
Nothing wrong with just Sadbot.
Nah, this card was too good. I'm gonna pick this up in case we see where it leads.
Angel of Finality and Savannah Lions.
Classics of limited. Hi. Yeah. Speaking of classics of limited, there's a card that wins a game on the spot.
Also, works pretty well at the moment with your setup.
Yeah. They sound like Graveyard. This costs 4, not 5.
Yeah, that's Resto
Okay.
Angel numbers. Just
Yeah.
flat out. That's cost 4 is a 3/4 flyer.
I'm a little intrigued by this, just to, again, this might just be us playing mono white, and like, you know, I'm gonna hide things like this down here, but like, Overrun's obviously powerful, but...
It's kind of why I was feeling more sad bot.
Yeah, okay. Whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, make a cat. Another Banishing Light. Right now, our life gain sources are the Dazzling Angel and the Healer. And the Healer's Hawk. Okay. I'm interested in this as a resource as well. More cats. Claws Out maybe being one of our ways that we win the game with this deck.
Crystal Barricade.
Crystal Barricade. Fuck Red Deck. Red Deck loses. Like, this is
wow.
Red Deck sucks. Red Deck, eat it, Red Deck. I ain't ever want to see a red card again in my life.
Okay. If they can do 4 damage, it can kill the barricade, and therefore all this goes off.
But, also, just Nighthawk.
Vampire Nighthawk.
Okay. Maybe we have a reason for
Keep on getting tempted back into black.
Yeah, especially because none of these are cards I'm, like, super into. Like, this is, like, a constructed card in my mind. Like, you know, this is the card you sideboard against a red deck player to make them sad. Alright. Okay. Meteor Golem.
What's a meteor, then?
Golem?
Like Flash Golem?
Yeah, no, not meatier than Flesh Golem.
No one's meatier than Flash Golem.
Absolutely
That Golem's entirely meat.
You want treasure? You have treasure?
That's not a card to be played in here. It costs 7.
Ooh. Okay. This is a 2/3/4 card. This is the Curve Out card. A lot of cats. Lot of cat.
Double strike.
Double strike.
All right.
Okay. Eaten Alive. I love these gremlins. We got Threatens. We got 2/1 flyers. Meat Golem, Meteor Golem, Meatiest Golem. Another. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Now hold on.
Now hold on. Now
you have a lot of.
Hold on. Now I'm yeah. I was like, all right, you know, having another helpful hunter, but like right now it's like 8 cats, 9 cats, 10 cats, like.
Like the helpful hunter would be great after you pick this up.
All right. We passed the first one up because we weren't a deck that was all in on cats, but this time,
But now you're a deck that's all in on cats, and also I think you're going back to mono.
All right. Well, goodbye Vampire Nighthawk, goodbye Blasphemous Edict. Our deck is down like a mediocre combat trick and a solemn simulacrum, which that second one is a little more sad than anything. Hello.
Savannah has returned.
Yeah.
You're playing cats.
I'm playing cats. Cats.
We are the cats. We sleep all day. We sleep all night. We are the cats.
I'm taking the Scoured Barrens. Leyline X.
Ha. I mean, if you're playing creatures, why not, right? In limited?
Yeah. It's like a million. So this is the other card in here that actually is the most interesting to me is like maybe Heroic Reinforcements on a splash, but
hold on a second. I want to call attention to second last card. Second last card of the entire pack. Hello, buddy. It's been ages. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, Brothers War had this. It is a standard legal card at the time. But just giant growth. Crystal Barricade, Cats. Oh, hello, I'm actually really on to Luminous Rebuke.
Oh, yes.
This is a card we've been playing in Duskmourn. And it's, yeah.
It's really good there.
Fine.
Oh, hey, a vanilla creature that is makes Scaled Worm look like the biggest junk you've seen in your life. Honestly, that's been true for ages.
I was gonna say,
Scaled
like,
Worm was printed almost.
Yeah, like claws out. I'm happy on any of these coming back around, but Rebuke gives us removal that we don't have at the moment. Hello.
Ajani's Pridemate. Now we're talking.
If we get more Dazzling Angel. Yeah. That's a cat. Hello?
Now that's a cat. Oh, this is a traditional lord.
Yeah.
It's a 3-mana 2/2 with other cats.
Yeah. We're back. Whenever Erebos or any other non-token cat comes in, you get a cat.
Nice.
So, yeah, we got cats. We got cats for days. Banishing Light and Savior. Savannah Lions? Banishing Light? Juggernaut.
Hey, Juggernaut. What's up?
I'm feeling on just another Savannah Lions versus a second Banishing Light.
You have...
I feel like I want more curve out at this point. I feel like this is...
Yeah, you want cats.
I feel like...
You want small cats.
Reinforcements. This is pile of bodies. I'd be fine having one copy of Squad Rallier in the deck at some point. Would Leonin get along with normal cats?
Swiftfoot Boots? Okay.
Sure. This is unlikely to be our...
Prideful Parrot. Prideful Parrot.
Alright, we get all of these. Yeah, okay. Yo! Is that Spitfire Legak?
Spitfire Legak.
Love this Legak. We got a Light Shell Duo in here as well. Claws out too?
Sure.
Yeah, this feels like the trick we want. Rightful Parent number infinite.
How many of those is too many?
I don't know. All right, we're here for this is cats. Yeah, claws out cost 2. All right, first things first. Cat, 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 makes cats, cat, 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 claws out. So that's
Banishing Light and
Luminous Rebuke's already in, or no, Luminous Rebuke's right there. We're at 4 cat, we could 5 cat.
that 5 cat is 10 cat.
5 cat is 10 cat. Dazzling Angel.
You want the banner as well, right? The 5.
Yes, I was
banner thing.
I was looking over here for like, yeah, banner kinship, Rogue's Passage, easy. I'm not gonna play these tapped lands. They're not like like a life gain trigger for a Johnny's Pridemate is cute. I don't know.
Cat Collector does let you get 1 cat out for free. The Faladar Savior is another life source. How many life sources do you have to make Cat Collector like actively worth playing?
So right now it is a lot of cards that aren't currently in the deck. Dazzling Angel, Healer's Hawk, Sunblast Healer. Not as many as I'd like. I have that Leyline Axe, but I'm not huge on it. 2 into 3, like, if I went, like, 2 Cathar Commander, 3 Leyline Axe, I would probably feel good about that. Let's go. So this thing here just has kicker, pick up a 2-drop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 3/1. So, like, that's, like, pick up a Pride Mate. I kind of also want to get some, like, 2s in here. Windblade Blessing, Angel Hawk. And then, yeah, we can kick this down.
Yeah, nothing. You top out at 4. Claws out and Luminous Rebuke will not cost 5.
We top out at 2 4-drops and a 5-drop.
Yeah.
The thing about
Windblade Blessing has flash.
Yeah, the thing about this card that makes me like it is the flash. This is a combat trick that sticks around. Whereas Leyline Axe isn't actually, like, is very, like, here it comes.
Here comes the axe.
I might want to play the axe just as, like, a funny card, though, is the other thing.
That's true.
I don't hate that.
One game, you'll start the game with it, and
Right.
you'll feel great. Yeah, that's the other thing about Leyline Axe, though, is that it's pretty expensive if you don't start with it on the board.
Yeah, it's 4 to play, 3 to equip, which is like 1,000,000 turns in this deck.
Yeah.
Not terribly huge.
And you're not going to aggressively mull for it. There's no reason to do that.
Maybe I do take out the Cat Collector as, like, I'd rather, like, yes, our deck just doesn't have the triggers for this to be.
That's fine, yeah.
Like,
you're going to have cats anyway. It's not like you're
like,
going to be running out of cats.
Johnny's Pride Mate still fits because this is, like, a 2/2 for 2 that, like, is...
Even one trigger off of this
Yeah.
makes this an above average creature, or rather,
Yeah.
an average creature these days, but still.
Yeah, I think there are cards that are better than the Axe, honestly, like 5th Prideful Parent or Resolute Reinforcements. There's Boots, but the Axe is funny, and that gets it enough of a look over. I think
I get it.
So we're gonna see how Cat Status does. Mono White. God, the last time I played Mono Color in a draft.
Oof. Here's the thing, is like, I think I did it once in Brothers War, but only once.
Yeah, Brothers War has a little bit more of an artifact base for you to, like, you know, cover that for, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I played monocolor, but half of it was brown.
Right,
so, like,
right. Like, that's... I think I've done, like, mono green or something like that, and... Alright.
Well, that's... Okay,
Holy-
that's a really good setup. Whoa. Johnny's Pride Mate is gonna get huge.
I might... This is my land choice. We got dog land to trick our opponent. They don't know what's coming. All right,
The cats are in.
play the Pride Mate. In for 1. Well, yeah, Persian Magic. This thing has Death Touch.
Okay, so that torments you every time the raid trigger goes off.
Okay. Has Death Touch. I'm thinking if I just want to trade with it, or...
I mean, when you play the Prideful Parent, that's a great way to trade with it. That's a 2/2 and a 1/1.
Yeah. Well, I just mean, like, getting it off the... Because I'm probably going to play Dazzling Angel here. I don't care about
I
taking
feel
a
like
ton
you
of damage.
have reason to... I don't think you have tremendous reason to get rid of it right now. But at the same time, I guess you have no particular reason to keep the Pride Mate on in hand either.
Right.
Because, like, you'll have other ways of, threatening here.
The banner does mean we want cats in play, but, like, we're gonna get to cats in play. And Dazzling Angel threatens to make this Pride Mate like a million. Sure, yeah, that had to happen. You know what? No, I'm good. I'll take 6. Like, I'm gonna be making a 2/2 that trades really cleanly with it and also gaining a bunch of life back. Like, who cares? Like, if they've got, like, tricks or whatever, that's fine. If they've got morbid, that happens. But, like, here we just have flyers at the end of the day. There's the morbid I was expecting. This gives -13 on a morbid. Anyway, I'm just gonna play these for the rest of the game. I hope that's okay. Tragic Banshee, though, by the way, this card's very good. -1, it's a tragic slip on a 5/3. Yeah. Uh-huh. Look, I've got some news for my opponent as to, like, what my deck does. It's just play this card over and over again. -1/-1 my team, okay. Sure. That's pretty good. We're gonna go Angel here. So the Cathar Commando is gonna trade with that Tragic Banshee at some point. I think is the line. Actually, create a 4/4 dragon token. Okay. That's pretty cool. Well. Goodbye to all cats. I think with the way that like, I think I just needed to be letting my opponent hit me more. I'm too addicted to taking good trades when I have, like, pile of tokens, when I can just kill my opponent with them. I'm pretty sure looking at that game, I played that pretty wrong from, like, turn 4 forward. that Infest was going to blow us out either way. That's true, but...
I'm going to be gone for a few games, but then I'll pop back in.
All right. See you soon. The Spiegel. The saddest thing about that was that we weren't able to actually use a Johnny's Pride mate to any, like, true line. Alright. Honorary cat. Anyway, here's a 5-power hexproof flyer. Well, for the turn, it doesn't keep the hexproof, it keeps the flying. And it has the hexproof and indestructible there. We can move this for, this is like a skyclave, like a sky mall of sorts. Bad against some of the token generating stuff, but fine against basically everything else. We are just gonna, we're here for evasion today. Cats are gone. The flyers are here. Feldar Savior. Yeah. Cat of the Sky. Alright, that one, like, very, very, like, aggressive when we have a 5-power flyer that's coming in and getting in and trading freely. Simon. Alright. I'm here. I'm in. We got Hawk, we got Cat, we got Hawk and Cat, we got Honorary Cat. The Cat Har Commando. But it's like, also this deck has the distinct advantage of just having the mulligan less being single color. The only, like, we don't have to worry about color balance. We're just looking at, like, curve plus, you know, like, card quality. Cat Har plus Twin Blade Blessing is a pretty good trick in combat. Yeah, okay. You got it, boss. I'm glad we have honorary cats available to us. The red player who really, really wants to Embercleave. I get it. As someone whose deck contains that axe. Gruel, okay. But yeah, we get to like end step Cat Har. Oh, Ruby in. Okay. Ruby opponent ramping. Well. Let's set up the Pride Mate. If they equip, I'd probably just let it in, and then we'll use, like, Cathar Commando to deal with problems. 5 mana on turn 3, huh? That's a lot of mana. Okay. Another creature with power 4 or greater 1/1 counter on this, sure. Do we have a fight spell? Is that what we're doing? We're just equipping. Okay. It's a good beetle. Alright. So here we get to have Cathar Commando do its job, which is going to be coming in, blocking, sacking, killing the axe. So against this opponent, the Ajani's Pridemate is really dangerous because it's hard for them to, like, killing a large... Once it gets large enough, you know, they need to spend, like, either Burst Lightning Kicked or... Is this Giant Growth plus a fight spell? Is that what's going on here? Or are we Sorcery Giant Growthing to give Ruby +2/+2? I think we're Sorcery attacking so that Ruby gets +2/+2. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Might of Old Krosa. Hello. Wonder if it would have been better to just Giant Growth Ruby if they were going that direction. Alright, so we get to block here. And then we get to knock out the axe. Saves us a pretty penny. Thinking if I want a Twin Blade on any of these, or if I just want to play out. Twin Blade on the Hawk is really funny. Alright. Good luck. The biggest Ajani's Pridemate. Yeah! So, the reason I like Twin Blade on the Hawk after we take a look at this is, like, we could Twin Blade on Pridemate, and that gets us in for, like, 9 damage there with the Hawk plus. But this gives this +2/+2 every turn, but also gives us, like, this other threat that's, like, clearly the other problem. And the opponent has 1 card in hand, and are not going to be able to deal with both. Whereas if I put it on Pridemate and they untap and go, like, you know, play a creature with Death Touch. I think I want this 5th copy of Prideful Parent. What do I not want in the deck, though? More I think, like, I'm thinking if I want, like, how I can fit that in. I would, like, after a Moldasix, I'd keep a hand that looks like Llanowar Elf plus another ramp spell. And the axe from our opponent. That's a hand that, like, they draw 1 4-power creature. All of a sudden, that looks really good. Like, the fact that our opponent was on the mulligan there kind of informs a lot more of the choice. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Like, obviously we want a 3. Ooh, do they have their own... Do they have make pile of 1/1s? They might have make pile of 1/1s. I'm willing to attack into make pile of 1/1s because it's also just as likely to be their own Cathar Commando. Yeah, I'm fine trading Cathar Commando for Cathar Commando. Alright. Cat status. Ooh, okay. More cats. This parent has adopted 2 cat. Fight spell? This is fight spell on First Fang. Okay. Depressing but real. Okay. What the hell is this? Whenever a non-token, non-angel creature you control dies, return it play under its owner's control. The 1/1 counter hits flying and it I don't care. I don't think I care. I'm going to kill you before that's relevant. That's cool, that's good. I'm killing you before it's relevant. Like, play a 6-drop while Banishing Light. You know? They had to, by the way. You might think, like, oh god, they missed the landfall trigger there. They had to play the forest as land 6. Anyway. Alright. We had our game 1 where our cats trade and our removal line up, you know, in a way that leaves us empty boarded in 3 pieces of equipment, which is very funny. And then we get to play all the cat games. So. It's cat time. Sure. This is creature light, but like we can probably like commando and then combat trick with the blessing. Seem to have missed 3 games in 5 minutes. Cathar Commando? Cathar Commando is real. Combat. Cathar Commando in. Bounce Cathar. Ooh, okay. Sure. That's cool. Flash prowess. Willing to do this. We're creature light. I might as well. I should use my resources to keep creatures going. This also puts an abyss level threat that they have to like bounce in play. Like this needs unsummon or something. Like this is asking for like a real, you know, is a real problem. There's like a pirate they could play here that'd be a pretty good play. They'd be able to bounce it. I'd be able to replay it. Yep, that's exactly the play I was mentioning. I hope they attack. Well, okay. Looks like we're sadly going to be playing a little defensively here. We don't have a lot of resources to be playing offensively anymore. A little hefty on the land. We knew this, keeping 1 creature. I don't want to be trading here. I could go for offering a double block. or like an attack and claws out. The problem is that like they do have block choices that are like correct there. I don't like it, but I also maybe I'm gonna pass. I don't like claws out there. So if they blocked Cathar Commando, Gnarly Colony, Pride Mate, Big Fin Bouncer, it's good. But if they do the opposite, it's like not great. Or like it's like because the opposite means I lose Cathar Commando regardless, and then like the claws out might just be better as a way to like steal a longer game. I don't like playing a longer game against a Simic opponent with 5 cards in hand, though. That's maybe the bigger issue. I can, like, end step Rebuke if they play a large play, but then we're in the same position. I probably wanted to still be... Oh, no, I can't end step Rebuke that. Okay. That helps. That actually helps pretty sizably. Anything that gets this Pride Mate to start moving, like, the Pride Mate moving all of a sudden makes this, like, look a lot stronger. What are we playing here for all of our... Ah, Micromancer. Go search a green giant growth? Just go find the card named Giant Growth. Bushwhack. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't like any of these trades. I think I'm just gonna take it. And then, like, if they go to fight, we can clause out to make the fight bad for them. I might be able to Luminous Rebuke to counter it at best. I'm gonna take the 5 here. Okay. Healer's Hawk in. Let's start trying to fix this. I can use Rebuke on Cackling Prowler to counterspell the fight. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, draw. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Please have the Archmage be the one that fights. Please have the Archmage be the one that fights. Frick. Okay. Do I want to spend Rebuke or do I want to spend Claws out? Claws out stops the combat for the turn. It gets rid of my long-term win condition. Thinking on this. If I just kill that, they come in for pretty sizable amount of damage still. Alright. Had to think a lot on this. I think the Claws Out is the card we need to win the game in the long term, which sucks because, like, this doesn't look good for us. Like, because the Archmage is going to be cycling all their cards. That's an incredible draw for us, though. This makes every other creature we draw for the rest of the game into ways to get Pride Mate bigger. And that might be enough to get us through this, is big Pride Mate. Black. Oh no, Muldrotha. Oh no. Okay, they can just elemental add out. They don't have much left. They can bouncer if they have enough for that. So Muldrotha costs 6. Catar. All their spells cycle. Probably just Prowler in and we take 5. I'm not blocking that. Ooh, okay, hold on. Ooh, God, they're tempting me. This is Satan. This is the devil. There's no way Archmage of Runes into combat is the thing that, like, gets you here. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, our opponent is playing real smooth on like, those choices. Okay. I will take 5. What's your main 2 look like? Tolarian Terror. Sure. I want 2-Cat. I want 2-Cat real bad. If we can get 2-Cat, any of our multiple copies of 2-Cat, we're great. We're golden. That's 1-Cat. Okay. This is terrifying. All right. Cathar Commando. Going for a bite down. We're gonna claws out. Okay. This is... Alright, okay. Well... yeah. This was, sadly, the part of this that, was most likely with that. Like, this was the choice. When I chose to use the removal spell to counter the fight spell instead of my pump spell and not kill spell this was the 3 turns down the line where we didn't get to use that to win the game. Again, like I said, my hope was being able to use the pump spell to, like, try to steal this from under them rather than fight out under that advantage. But damn, that card is a lot. My problem with using the pump spell on that turn was that it allowed them in for a pretty heavy amount of damage in combat, and lost us the last advantage we had. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. That game ruled. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then some games are this. We're gonna go wide first, then we're gonna go axe second. As long as they don't pyroclasm, everything's fine. I love just saying things. Yeah. Like, what would be the chances that they pyroclasm? We're in the exact same position with one less parent in the hand. The beetle! And then this is 1 damage whenever a non. Okay, that's fine. That's the whole board, right? I'm eating all of it? I'm eating every creature here if this resolves. Yeah, 3 for 1. You got it. I will take 3 for 1 on that every time. Sadly, I think they did that because they had nothing else. That's the most likely outcome. They took that block hoping that they're like, obviously the Slag Storm, very cool card by the way. Slag Storm's a fine one to put back in. We have Brother's End in standard right now. But like, just this is and this is like, this isn't the highest power level style of card that is like this. I think I would consider Anger of the Gods my favorite of these. But this one can go Dome as well, and there's a good amount of burn in these. They were hoping that had left us with nothing left, is, I think, the correct play if they have nothing left in their hand, right? Like... Cats.
I've returned. How's Cats been going?
We're at 4 and 2. We have had... we just did a game with Leyline Axe on one. Which our opponent had a Slag Storm to sweep away our 1/2/3, which didn't matter because we still controlled an Embercleave. We are curving out at opponents pretty effectively. Our second loss was to the giant Archmage that makes all your spells cycle and cost 1 less.
That makes sense.
Which, like, that card's gnarly good. And now, Cat. Sure. Yeah, this is the honorary Cat.
It's a 2-mana 3/1. That's the Cat, power toughness line.
Yeah, Blade of the First Pride and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Anyway, it's Cats. Erebos the First Fang is powerful Cats. Counterspell, the card named Not the card name cancel, but the card that is like cancel, draw a card, discard a card. Yeah.
Bone thinks they're so slick, having countered the first cat.
Uh-huh.
They don't know what's coming.
Let's move in. Okay. That's fine. Maybe they have some... That might like mean that they have some sort of like they might have a
an artifact or
enchantment. Yeah, I knew what I was thinking. You just couldn't get there. Foundations is some classic, honest Magic. Very fun stuff. Yeah! Called it.
Big Sphinx.
Whenever this creature attacks, flashback an instant or sorcery in your grave. This card's cool as hell. Anyway. Banishing Light? Yeah, that's fine.
You just talk out loud here. Did they die?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They take 11 from what's on board, not even counting Twin Blade Blessing.
Yeah.
They have to have drawn the card named Burst Lightning.
And then that saves them for a turn.
Yes. Making sure that's lethal.
And doesn't work with Prideful Parent having... Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they had Burst Lightning, the Prideful Parent would have killed them.
Yeah. Well, the Burst Lightning would have gotten rid of the 1/1 on our team, because they could kill the
yeah, but you had the Twin Blade Breastling in your hand, is what I mean.
Yeah, like this 4, and then like that puts it on like 2. This card's cool though. Not like a style of Snapcaster.
Yeah.
One of the things about like Snapcaster variants, and this is something you can see a lot more directly on some of them, is that they have tended to make these so that they're not as like they're not counterspell friendly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's the one that just literally says like all spells can't be like get the hell out of here, like from that was Kaldheim, I think. But they're just like you flashback, please don't flashback counterspells. Like use it for other cool things instead.
Yeah, because that is it's the unfortunately optimal but annoying way of playing with snaps.
Wolf Skull Rider.
When you can do anything with snaps.
Yeah. Okay. We're looking for a 3-drop in the next couple turns. Snapcaster Mage is made to counter the Snapcaster Mages with Spell Snare.
It's true.
Snapcaster Mage.
As a fact.
Snapcaster Mage was made to cast a Lightning Bolt. Okay, that's the exact card I wanted off the top. Thank you very much.
Second spell.
Yeah, that's second card draw.
Oh, second draw. Okay.
I'm super happy with the trade here. And the reason I'm going Prideful Parent over Banishing Light is specifically because we have Felidar Savior. Like, yes, this gets them, like, a body, but, like, Savior gets us so much pressure. Because Savior comes
Savior forces them to want to block the Prideful Parent with both bodies, which is not a great thing for them to be doing. So
we're doing this, and we're doing Cathar Commando. The idea with the Commando is that it incentivizes blocking with the Mystic. Like, obviously that trade seems a little more free to take, but it's something we want off the table pretty badly. Yeah, unsummon.
Yeah, they're realizing their blocks are complicated.
Also, this is just a fine body at this stage to come with the 2 counters. So we have backup. Like, we ain't done here. We've got powerful flyer removal. So I think they go with most power off the board. I don't like giving the Cathar Commando the counter and doing that, but yeah. Okay. Sure, they bounce the parent. That doesn't really do much. We also get their Think Twice. Okay. They may be off
that
color.
monkey sound is the same one that the monkey in Super Mario 64 uses.
Someday this client's gonna hit me with a bird noise and I'm gonna fall over. Okay. We've reached a little too high on the... What the hell? Alright. Flash in a blocker, I dare you. Rogue's Passage, good card for finishing off a game.
Yeah, it's an expensive effect on a colorless land, but it will end the game.
It will get there.
Being able to repeatedly use it.
Mm-hmm. The idea there was that if they had like a big Sphinx or something that flashed through, the Angel could come in. That trade is excellent for us. Because I removed their... Oh my god. Are you ready?
You can actually... Nice.
Yeah, because we removed their graveyard.
Oh, that was full cost, yeah.
Yeah. Leyline Axe ripped off the top. Let's go. Kind of expected them to have Aether Eyes. The thing that's even, like, again, on this board, like, Aether Eyes looks really funky because, like, sure, please bounce Prideful Parent, you know? That's great for us. But yeah, they only had the one instant down here, which they would have probably used anyway, but, like, that's still a turn where that terror wasn't coming down. They had to play a 2-1 instead of a 5-5, right?
Yeah.
All right. Final game. Let's see if this deck hits 7 or if we're gonna get the 6-3 cats. I feel like the first game I had some different ways of navigating that would have played differently. The second one I don't know if I had a way of winning. Like if I had killed the Archmage in that game, I still am dealing with something like a 13 power board with some cats. Yeah, Embercleave is a trick is what makes... Oh my god, we are running down the house.
You are perfect.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3 overrun. Okay. Or trumpet blast, however you want to, whatever you want to call the in between of trumpet blast and overrun. Hi, my name's Savannah Lyons.
Turn 1 Savannah
Vanilla
Lyons.
creatures.
Welcome to Magic the Gathering.
Now, do they have doomed trap? No, they gotta stab that Savannah Lion. Alright. I'm still just playing the healer as an aggressive line. Like, yes, you could pick this up, but if they don't have a play, this is 3 power. Well... So now we have...
Claws out is still
Claws up.
free,
Yeah,
so-
this is castable. Claws up. I get to put this on, like, Blessed Healer. They need to...
Did that axe ever come down as
Yes.
Leyline?
I had a
Okay,
game where I
nice.
went turn 1 Savannah, turn 2 Cathar, turn 3 Prideful Parent. They slag stormed, and then we just played another Prideful Parent and went to town. Like,
Makes sense. Yeah. Well, someone is never going to die.
Yeah, we just take damage for the rest of this game. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm interested in what this splash was. What's going on here? Like red splash? Like, or maybe, honestly, that might be like playing that as a life gain land. Like, if they have like enough life gain land trigger carers.
True. White Black, I think, did care about white life gain, so.
Yeah. All right.
Cats do it.
Cats. Seven wins for Cats. This isn't quite Rogue's Passage, but 7 cat Lameo. Alright. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step away for a second, then just go to draft 2, because that went fast.
Ah, smart. All right.
Let's get a second one going. I will be back in just a moment, and then we'll start draft 2.
Could decide aloud if someone else wanted to become cohort. I stepped away earlier because I've been making dinner at the same time here.
All right. All right, we
It's
already...
a sous vide roast beef with roast potatoes and asparagus.
All
That's
right.
actually the main reason why I use sous vide still, is because I can do a full thing not using the oven for it. And that means I can instead make roast potatoes with it, which occupies the oven for 2 hours.
Long potato. Deep potato.
That's after parboiling them first, too. So it's like a 2.5 hour process to make these.
All right. Let's jump on in.
Worth every fucking second of it, though.
Hell yeah.
I don't brag too much about my cooking. I brag about these. They're delicious. Drakes. 2/2 flyers. When this creature deals that combat damage.
When this creature deals combat damage to a player, the main counter's on it. Remove the main counter. 3 counters, make a Drake. Interesting, fun, exciting, prowess liking. You got the bouncer.
Very different from the past couple decks.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Elf Liker. Dwin in here is Elf Liker. We got Lava Spike Real.
Oh shit! Each opponent.
Lava Spike Real. We saw in the first draft we saw a very powerful opponent, and I'd like to see how. Honestly, this doesn't need to be is the thing. This card's just like fine as is. I'm interested to see what we can do with blue and make that real. It might just be like, maybe I should just pick up a Dazzling Angel and say, that's cool. Yeah, we finished draft 1 in like an hour. We've got time for draft 2. I'm not as huge on that. Honestly, I'm thinking like Angel again. I really like that. We also could pick up another prowess creature and just go prowess down.
White is the tertiary, is the color of combat tricks on generals. So like, you know, that works great with specifically that card.
Goblin Surprise, which is Gauntlet. This is like creatures on a... I don't think that this body is good enough is my problem with this card. I'm not convinced that, like, this is the body we want with a prowess on it, but, like, it's also not... we already are on the 7 wins. Like, we could do some sillier run-back stuff. Imprisoned in the Moon!
Can't wait for this to get reprinted again in the Final Fantasy set.
100%, right? Like, there's no way this isn't in the Final Fantasy set.
There are so many things in Final Fantasy that get imprisoned in the moon.
Like, there's the obvious imprisoned in the moon.
There's Bahamut, yeah.
There's Bahamut, but we also have, like, you can have, like, FF8, you know, imprisoned.
Yeah.
Like, we can have
Adele, right? I think
we get Zeromus. Yeah. You know, you have many... I'm interested in the Think Twice here. The reason I'm interested in the Think Twice, and you might be wondering why I'm not, like, on the Imprison. I like this card. I think this card's good. But, like, this is a card that gives us a lot of ways to make prowess function. And if I want to make this funny deck work, where we go ahead and, like, do some prowess likers, this is a card that pays off.
Also a great card for that, yeah.
Is a good payoff for this if we can have spell likers. Again, another Imprisoned in the Moon we're passing around. But I kind of want to focus on the idea of the deck. But yeah, this is like a free...
It is a prowess trigger for what it's worth.
It is a prowess trigger.
It's not an instant speed trigger.
It's a prowess trigger and a removal spell. My favorite part about this is you can put this on a land if you wanted.
Oh, right, yeah. So you
because
can cut
of the way
the color.
Yeah, because of the way that this card functions, because it needs to say enchant land so it doesn't fall off when it changes card type.
Yep.
I'm gonna believe in the ideal of this deck. Okay, this is a card that is also quite functional for like what this is.
True, yeah. An offer you can't refuse is the non-creature spell.
Yeah, okay. This is counter, give them 2 treasure. And the bouncer. Oof. And
what was it?
Yeah, it's a second right.
The bouncer.
Don't hate Bite Down either.
Yeah, no, Bite Down is
I'm leaving us.
It's amazing how Bite has basically completely replaced Fight in almost every circumstance.
Basically, because as you can see from Bushwhack,
it's worth less than a single.
You cannot make Fight
a single spell unless it like super pushes the fight in your favor. Like,
Yeah.
target creature gets +2/+2 and fights target creature or something like that.
Honestly, I think I don't care for Refute for this style of deck, but I like Bushwhack. Fighting with Elemental Stat After Drake Hatcher is a little bit more effective. Elvish Regrower is also, like, powerful. Very powerful. Oh, hey, here we go.
Now we're talking. Yeah,
Now we're
that's exactly
talking.
what you're looking for.
Yeah, here we go.
Let me get out of here. Cat stream was last stream.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No cats allowed now.
2 midnight snacks. Yeah, the best fight spell in this draft, having the Indrik is a really, ooh, speaking of, high. Huh, green might just be the secondary then. Also, this card is incredible. Treetop Snare Spinner. This card's a beating and a half. Huge appreciation for this card. Very powerful spider. Is, you know, already like Death Touch 1 power, you know, kind of the Deadly Recluse bit, but handing off power is also really good.
Repeatedly, and also for not that expensive. That's usually costed at 4.
I'm trying to think if that's better than the Indrik. I'll believe in Indrik.
Like, I want to say not only is that usually costed at 4, that's usually costed at 4 and only puts it on the creature that activates it. So.
Yeah. Okay. The bouncer. Fine.
I like that it's called a bouncer when what it does is it bounces something. Cute.
Might not be aware, for those who haven't played Magic for 25 years, where the term bounce comes from. Obviously, like, it seems fairly intuitive as, like, a boing thing goes back to hand, but there's a card from Mercidian Masks block called Waterfront Bouncer. Waterfront Bouncer is a 2-mana 1/1 with blue tap, discard a card, unsummon. And that is where our bounce comes from.
This is the Spell Shaper, right?
Yes, is one of the Spell Shapers. Was a very powerful card in, like, Blue-Green Madness. You know, you discard a Root Walla, you know, things like that. Ways to get towards Threshold and be very annoying. Think about this versus Runaway together. I'm gonna take our... That's a third Bolt Wave that's gone by.
You got any wizards?
It's actually... Hatcher's... Okay, Hatcher is a wizard. Adept is a wizard. Bouncer is not a wizard. These are pirates. Still. I think this card's fine at 5 anyway. Hey, classics of recent formats right here. New Alicia, very cool card. Panda. I'm, like, overly trying to make this work.
I mean, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Forcing a draft every now and again is fine. Time stop.
Ooh, now we're talking. Give me...
You know it's not a card that functions well with prowess.
No.
Time stop.
Prowess trigger, prowess trigger, prowess trigger, end the turn. I wish this card text was centered. Time stop, one of the coolest cards in all of Magic.
This has so many, like, little side effects on it that you would never expect if you're not, like, really familiar with how ending the turn early works.
Okay. How is blue just gone? What's going on here? Come on, y'all. There's no way. Actually, fine. Needle Toothback is actually a really powerful thing if you start snowballing with it. Once it becomes the Abyss. Yeah, alright. Well, the card named Giant Growth, then.
Now that is one of the best prowess cards in the game of Magic.
Ooh. All right, all right. Hi, Shivan Dragon.
All right, you are definitely playing blue-green, I think.
Yeah. Goblin Surprise.
You want to splash Hidetsugu
Second right. Nobody sees it coming when you splash Hidetsugu second right. Need more creatures. Our creature count is higher than I thought. Yeah, so it is centered in... Okay, so... In 10th edition, one of the things they did with foils in 10th edition was that they printed them with no reminder text. So the 10th edition foil time stop has no reminder text. It's just end the turn. Which makes it like look really cool. I just think it should be centered on here because it doesn't have reminder text. You know, this is... We could have had 3 Bolt Waves. I don't believe in that card limited specifically because there's a million sources of life gain in this set. And playing a Lava Spike in a format where people can play 3 power lifelinkers on turn 2...
Oh yeah, nah. It's
when
one of the major, honestly, it feels almost like 2 of the major plans are about life gain, and it's in at least 2 of the colors like frequently. There might be some in green. I'm not sure.
The pick is something I should pick up. You're right that I'm likely underrating this because this card is for one, it's like a prowess trigger, but it's also
with +1, like with the extra text on it.
Ooh. Sorry, Curator of Destinies. You cost 6 mana.
This costs 3 and is... Wow. Wow, what a powerful effect for that. I mean, it has to be on Death Trigger, but
I've heard...
This is a 3-mana 4/3 with reach with infinite creatures.
Yeah. I've heard very early mumblings about blue-white and red-black being the 2 color combos that have the most, like, juice to them. I don't know about, like, specifically how those look for, like colors in general, but the thing... I cannot believe that red is the weakest color when Burst Lightning exists. that card is... so strong. I think Fleeting Distraction can come back around. The Kraken.
Grappling Kraken. Grappling
Kraken. Another... I honestly...
You don't like this creature, but it's actually
kinda,
pretty good for your setup.
Well, the thing is, it's what we're doing. I think that we want better things to be doing, but at the same time, like this is the body that has prowess that I'm most happy about.
What does Garrick's Uprising do?
If you have a 4-power creature, you draw. Creatures of trample. When you play a 4-power creature,
gotcha.
You draw.
Okay.
I'm here for Bite Down. This works very well with all of our prowess creatures.
Tatiova.
It's not like what we're doing, but it's Tatiova. Like, we play this in the late game.
You don't have to be doing anything to make Tatiova good. Are you playing lands? Wow, amazing.
Yeah. Another Think Twice? 4th Bolt Wave? We're gonna have to do a draft where I just have bolts and burst lightnings and see how, and like these archers or something. Hell yeah. Inspiration for Beyond is like expensive, but fine. I want more Think Twice. That's a card I'm...
Lunar Insight.
Our cards for each different mana value among non-lands.
Whatever. I mean, it'll guaranteed draw like one, but
Yeah. Heir apparent. It's like mana cost, and we're a lot of 2s. I don't know. Indrik 2. This card's a 5. Damn. Human nothing.
doesn't have a job. Dragon training is not like recognized.
I'm gonna pick up the pick. We don't have one of these, and this is a card I do want to have. Okay, if this is actually a 3, I'm quite happy with. Lagak. I'm gonna do some more of this tomorrow. Maybe we can get some red deck wins going in on that one. This is one of my favorite cards in black, and it's just Doom Traveler. Like, Doom Traveler is such a good card.
Straight up Doom Traveler, huh?
Yeah.
Just makes the insect instead of a spirit, but otherwise is exactly Doom Traveler.
It's Doom Traveler. So there was a post I had seen talking about the card that had been printed in Magic the most times with only one piece of art. Which, if you're not aware of what that card is, I invite you to think what the card in Magic that's been pre-printed the most with one piece of art ever is. All right?
One piece of art ever.
No secondary art. Is it Terramorphic Expanse? Terramorphic Expanse is in Duskmourn with alt art. We spent, so because of this post, there was a day a few weeks ago that we ended up looking at like what cards had the most reprints with only one piece of art. And the reason I bring this up is that Doomed Traveler was like number 2 or 3 on the list. Doomed Traveler has like 17 or 18 reprintings and no alt arts.
It is just straight up.
You are Doomed Traveling.
Just the guy from Illustrator.
Yeah,
walking around,
Yep.
gonna die, turn into the spirit.
Yep. That's
you know, honestly, that means he's not that doomed of a traveler. He's been going around places.
That traveler moves, gets things done. You know, not as doomed as you expect.
I honestly like this that you've just assembled here.
Yeah. So, to answer the question, though, for those thinking what would be the most printed card, some of the other highlights in the top 10 include Glasses of Urza.
Of course, yeah.
There's a number of cards. No, Sol Ring has 500,000 arts.
So many different versions art.
No alt arts. 0 alt arts. Sol Ring, however, if you're looking for card with most printings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a different thing. But no, there's a number of like alpha cards that didn't get reprinted in later sets with alternate arts. So one of the things about alpha or with core sets is that if your card is printed enough times in a core set, at some point, and that point is the year 1999 or no 2001. At some point, you get 7th edition, and the gimmick of 7th edition
gave new art to all cards in it, right?
Yeah, that was the gimmick of set. That was the set gimmick of 7th edition, which means if you were reprinted in 7th edition, you by definition had a different art. That's where
Which
you get. Like,
you also can really feel the fact that they stretched their budget a little bit in 7th edition to do that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the art in 7th edition, I'm not going to say it's bad, but I will say that a lot of it is less polished than most art in the game of Magic.
So what was the answer? I haven't given it. The answer is Croson Tusker.
Croson Tusker.
Croson Tusker,
Interesting.
the workhorse of Limited, the friend to all, the 6/5 with cycling, draw a card, search a land, or cycling to draw and search a land on the cycle. That card, the big pig has one piece of art. That is Croson Tusker. The only card I'm looking at here
Croson
is...
Tusker has received 19 printings, all with the same art.
Yeah. I think in between us looking at this and time passing, it got another printing. Like... with the same art, of course. The only card I'm looking at is I want to fit Arcane Epiphany into this deck because I like draw 3.
That's fair. I mean, it's a great way to refill at the end of, late in the game.
Yeah. That's 16 lands because I'm including a Bushwhack. But yeah, the cards with most alternate arts, other than basic lands, are like the trio of EDH cards, Signet, Soul Ring, Command Tower, and then like some odds and ends that you would expect, things like Swords to Plowshares, Lightning Bolt, having something like like 18 different arts or 20 different arts for swords. I think I'll run away together. I don't... Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna give this a run. Paul Point Ben. Okay.
You don't have any creatures before 3, but it's a pretty good creature on 3.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with a pick on 2, so it ain't... Well, look, that creature ain't
that
ever
spinner
died.
is also not
That
dying.
creature cannot die. Cannot be killed. No, I'm not gonna take that action, thanks.
Oh, you don't want to play your Giant Growth onto their Goblin?
Secret Lair, that's just 5 new Croson Tusker arts. Oh, Thalia is another one that has a ton of arts because of that Secret Lair that printed a ton of...
Yeah. Thalia also just has a ton of printings, so,
Yes.
like...
Alright, I can't block with this if they attack because this is my only creature and I can't, I can't live in a world where... Okay, that's fine.
Okay, if they're only attacking with 1, that's fine.
I have to pass no equips.
And then, like, what, you'll have to double block and then Giant Growth something?
Oof, okay.
Because, yeah, that gives Menace. It's going to be difficult to block.
I'm still going there because then I can... The Giant Growth on their turn gives this a 1/1 counter as well.
True, and I guess you put the Giant Growth onto the Spinner of Souls because you want that to stay
Check out that dog.
alive.
By the way, our opponent's like Boros aggro, and boy howdy, are we not in a position to fight that. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
You are,
Uh-oh!
yeah,
Bad
you
news.
can't even block something. Like, you can block one thing, but I guess you can block the Berserker. Unless they put it on the Berserker. I feel like they should have.
They should have put it on the Berserker, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this lets us block it now.
Especially since this is reasonably obvious what you were doing.
The fact that I didn't equip.
Equip, exactly.
Alright. Alright! Trying to buy back in!
Okay, that's another flash blocker. Let's go.
All right.
And you can block
No.
a 2/2. That'll get the counter. You can block something with the adapt. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. All right.
Giant Growth lets the adapt block the Cerberus.
Now they might just Rogue's Passage.
They probably should.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. And then they're just gonna swing all out from here, or. Oh, that goblin gets menace.
Uh-huh.
Gross.
Yeah, this ain't good.
I mean, with the Rogue's Passage on board, I don't know how you win this.
I'll find a way.
You got to prevent them from attacking with both creatures for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Uncharted Voyage, that bounces something, right?
Yes, it does.
All right, so you can double block the goblin, I suppose.
Uh-huh. So we can't do it now, or else they'll just Rogue's Passage the other.
Right.
Now we're good. Okay.
Yeah.
So from here,
They get the adept, but that's okay. They topped it. Okay.
we can't Tatiova because we don't have.
You don't have the lands, and yeah, okay. Even that would be great to pull off because of the life gain, but
However, here's what we get. All right, and then I need to pass. I can't play Tolarian Terror here. Because the Rogue's Passage is still the threat. If I play the Terror, they're going to like play a creature and then it'll be unblockable and then we'll lose. Okay. But if I draw 3 cards...
you have more opportunities. Time stop. Time stop does it.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, they're gonna swing in and then mid-combat you're just gonna end the turn? Let's go! Now that's magic, baby!
I don't think I can time stop on this.
You have 2, yeah, huh. Because you take any damage, you die. They have any creature on board that can swing in afterwards, you die. So...
Yes. I needed them to put, like, not pre-combat this.
yeah, but it's arena, everyone pre-combats.
My turn.
So they have to block.
And then they can Rogue's Passage the other. I'm at 1.
That makes sense.
Oh, this would have handed off Trample. I'm a fool and a half, aren't I? I forgot this card had text. That's on me. I had it. That's
No, hold on.
No.
It was 4-2.
No, we would have.
plus
It would have been lethal. 5 points on them. That's on me. I just completely forgot this card had text. I think if this is a grizzly bear, that's a 4/4. Damn it. Ah, well. I should have been able to steal that game. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to move to the next game because I'm going to be annoyed at myself for, it wasn't even force a double block. We had 9 power. They had 5 life. It was lethal. That's just me fucking up. Ah. Whatever.
Well, it's not a mistake you'll make again.
No, it's not, but it pisses me off, and it's gonna get me for a while. Okay. Mocking Sprite. Okay. Cutthroat is a very silly card for this deck. Okay, sure.
Oh, good, nice.
That helps us out. I'll offer the trade here. Our hand is not conducive to Cutthroat.
It's good to get that off the board.
Yeah, 3 is probably cats. Resolute sorcery
Flash.
speed.
It has flash, sir. Or friend.
My friend.
It has flash.
Please. Alright, well. Our opponent's playing Mono Flash at sorcery speed. Moo. If they're not doing anything, I'm just gonna play Tatiova into this board.
Day of Judgment. Oh, they were off red.
Okay. Like a braid or something on Tatiova.
That they also play at sorcery speed.
Yes. Sure.
This is rude.
I know.
It's funny, but rude.
I know. Yeah, alright. Let's ride. We got the Elementalist head up for days. Look, I know what creatures with flash do.
They come in at sorcery speed.
Like, that's right, sorcery speed. Pick up all 2-drops? Or like the kicker thing that picks up some... Sure. I don't believe that's the right target, but you can do that. I was right! Pick up all the 2-drops, okay.
Not bad. I mean, as far as doing this goes, though, yeah. I find it interesting that they killed that.
Every single card I draw is live, so...
Yeah.
I'll let them take that instead of, like, giving them the 2/2/1s. Suntail Hawk. Reckless Charge.
I just realized.
Reckless Charge.
Yeah, that's right.
Reckless Charge. Suntail Hawk.
What they changed the Blocking Order's gone.
Yes.
I mean to say.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Reckless Charge. They did Suntail Hawk Reckless Charge, so.
Mhm.
I like the idea they have here of just like, okay, I get like raise the past with a bunch of cards that can trade effectively.
Yeah, no, their deck is pretty good. They didn't.
They
I guess it didn't meaningfully matter how they piloted it per se, but
yeah.
I think they were just playing quick, you know?
Right, like just get the sorcery plays out.
Yeah, because I have priority right now. I may as well just play it now. Is
Right.
what like they're feeling. This is a little tough to keep. Yeah. This ain't that much better, but is better on the blue than the other one was on the green. Okay.
All right. We're gonna believe in like Think Twice and Friends of Think Twice.
I mean, that Mocking Sprite is Think Twice's best friend.
Yes. Perfect.
Oof. All right, I'm glad you did it.
So this thing gets +1 power when a creature comes in on our turn, so this is our aggro-facing play.
Our aggro facing play that we didn't play anything until turn 3.
Yeah. Well, it's compared to our non-aggro-facing play in the Mocking Sprite.
Yeah.
All right. Legitimate
Well,
business
it's a
person.
1/1.
I love legitimate business person. Like, the name doesn't need to change, but it's funny that it does. Are they on an unsummon? The way they're playing, they're on an unsummon. Ooh, I don't like that.
Oh, Balmor Battle Mage Captain.
Big.
I don't like that. Get that out of here. Put that away.
Big. Probably bounce my Mocking Sprite. Burst Lightning. Okay. They still have an unsummon. Balmor is your most played card, and I guess they could have a distraction too, right? Is unsummon in the main set? No idea. So I think what they have here is they're gonna fleeting distraction.
That would just redraw it immediately, right? Like,
yeah, I'm thinking about bouncing the bouncer. That's why I'm sitting here thinking on the line. That way they don't draw off the captain, or off of the fleeting distraction. Yeah, I wonder what the surveil could be. Uh-huh.
wow.
Wow. This also says opponent. I can't bounce my legitimate business person. Okay, and I also have a Mocking Sprite.
I actually wouldn't have done that attack in. It's just 1 damage, and now you can swing into the Mocking Sprite.
Alright. Bouncer. I'm gonna bounce the most expensive card. Make them pay 3 for that again. Also not get a 2-power attack in.
Okay, so they have some play.
Hmm.
Like, 'cause it could have been anything. It didn't
Right,
matter
that's
what they.
yeah, that's the problem.
I think it would have been fine to swing it with the business person, even if it dies.
Well, I'm thinking about just having it trade with that firebrand over there. Because then I can get Adept down and not have it, like, blow up.
True.
Oof. Oof. That one's good.
They're gonna put
Now they get
the
to menace on
onto
it.
that.
Yeah, now it doesn't work. Okay.
Now hold on. You could Adept think twice. Give Adept +1/+1. Well, I guess it still dies to the firebrand.
Yeah.
The business person wouldn't though.
Whatever trick they have is gonna make this fail, though.
I feel like that they don't have a trick. I think that they're just playing a instant because it would give +1 power to firebrand. You know, that's
Yeah.
why they were fine with swinging in there, because it would have traded with the bouncer.
Think twice again. And then here's, like... Yeah, okay. Then we take 500, because that gives trample, if I remember my cards right. Yep. This thing, much like the MVP in Duskmourn... Ooh! Okay, alright!
Your opponent wants you dead.
I want that legitimate business person dead. Yeah, you got it. This is the Is It deck that I was talking about right here.
Only those two.
Yeah, because then they kill me with Firebrand.
Okay. I did not realize that was a 1-mana Mog Fanatic.
Yeah, that is it has to tap for that. So it can't do it like Mog Fanatic, but it has haste as a side grade to it. Yeah, that's the style. When I was talking about Is It decks out of opponents, that's exactly the style I was thinking of, was the, like, playing that 2-drop and having a few bodies, and then, like, you get your team pump.
Well, this is the same hand as last time, where it was basically... I guess on any land, you get to play the spinner.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Okay, that does it. You can go grab an island.
Yeah.
Part of why Bushwhack... Oh my god, no! Opponent, no! Oh, thank god.
I would love it if there's an offer you can't refuse. Like...
Well, I mean, that would have just helped you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But that would have ramped you. So that would have been... It's just, if they had, like, ripped some counter spell of some kind there.
Any negates. Alright. We got the spinner. So it doesn't trigger off itself. We want to be trading with, like,
any other creature.
Other creatures. Okay. Do you have a braid? Everybody's in that witness protection.
You have another witness protection. Yeah. You have another legitimate business person. This spider here.
Legitimate.
This spider.
Okay. The play here is Elementalist Adept and then think twice.
But that doesn't
No,
prevent it from being a trade.
no, it doesn't. The idea there is that I want to be finding lands to get to this, like, Indrik and such. Alright.
This spider does advertising.
I believe I'm winning this combat, or at least trading. And, like, the archer is one I want to take down, so... 3 cards in hand, probably 2 tricks, I'm guessing, is what we have out of our opponent. Like, again, hopefully we can just make it to a long enough game where, like, the Indrik and such are able to buy us out of it. That's why I'm willing to make these trades here.
Goblin surprise.
Okay.
Creating the goblins, so... I feel like that implies that they can't save these.
They just wanted the damage out of Firebrand Archer.
Yeah, and they still get the 2/1/1s, so it's...
Okay.
Bounce is a good way to follow that up, at least, because
Yes.
it kills half of it.
Kills half, blocks the other half.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, let's just... kill half. Block the other half. Hey, Narlid. We got Think Twices, we got Elementalist Adepts, we got Bodies.
They're just gonna play their own bounce.
Goblin Negotiation!
Goblin Negotiation.
That is a X burn spell that makes, bodies.
Half as many goblins?
No, overkill.
Oh, excess damage. Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
You can still adapt and think twice to catch one of these in combat.
That's probably the plan here.
You don't even have to use your, your new fresh think twice.
2 cards in hand. Think twice. Alright, that gets us Indrik, which can answer reasonably sized problems. Say that's what I would call a reasonably sized problem.
True. Yeah. Okay, your opponent is starting to run out of gas.
Yes. And now we have, like, time stop, think twice as, like, tools of dealing with problems. Ooh.
Crackle Clops. Ooh.
Again! Legitimate business persons everywhere!
That legitimate business person is gonna beat that Cyclops in a fight with that giant growth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass here, because we have Think Twice is up.
Yeah.
Think Twice, Giant Growth, Time Stop, in case of problems. They have run out of gas. That's
way too early, but
Yeah.
I'll take it.
That's we have run out of gas. They probably drew land 7 there, and like this doesn't convert, right? Like
Without any non-spell in the tank, then this hand that on board, that's a dead hit board, basically.
I love how many legitimate business people we're recruiting in this deck. Yeah, like the other killer there is that, like, I'm holding up, like, they don't know I'm holding up, like, 3 different styles of tricks, but, like, that is what we're holding up.
But you were playing that prowess creature. You were holding tricks.
Yeah. And we got them to run out of destroy target legitimate business person. Ah, the Archdemon 4789. Oh, thank God. Okay. Think twice. The Mocking Sprite. Control maybe over here. Yeah, Control coming out of the opponent.
Reassembling skeleton. Let's go!
We got the skeleton appears. Alright.
Love you, reassembling skeleton. Interesting.
I'm not going to think twice in response.
That's fair.
Like, we're going to lose, like, Tatiova, right? But, like... Or maybe... If they want to hit Mocking Sprite to remove our 3, right? Like, that...
That is probably their best choice, honestly.
Like, I'm not thinking twice here because, like, I'm just... Like, they're not going to pick that. There's no world where that's the choice. Like, come on.
And even if they did, it just goes in the
right,
grave
like,
and you can just cast
you
it
got
anyway.
me, right? Like... You want to Thoughtseize... Reassembling skeleton... Okay, they got rid of my play on 3. Those are the two lines.
That's what I would have done, personally.
Makes sense. I understand the line. Alright, like...
Come on, reassembling skeleton, come in. The water's fine.
It is. I'm not... We don't have
Yeah, I
full
know.
mana, but come on in.
I'm not saying it isn't. I'm saying that the water's fine. I'm being honest with the skeleton.
Good
I
old,
don't lie to skeletons, Jens.
good old on it. Okay.
That's. I think you're biting that down and taking the trade, maybe.
Bite down is a bite. We don't need to trade.
Oh, right. Thank goodness. Okay, right.
Thank... Oh my god, that would have been... Alright. Target.
I feel like Vampire
Target.
Nighthawk is still pretty on
Get out of
the
here.
power curve, like, easily.
It's
As
still
a-
Vampire Nighthawk at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of cards that have received a surprising number of printings with only the one art, Vampire Nighthawk has actually been in a pretty good number of things.
Okay, so let's go combat.
You want a Buccaneer here, right? Because like you can just Tatiova and then follow it up with
Yeah. Especially because Buccaneer
Defiance.
here has, when it comes in, if we attack, draw.
Yeah.
So, like, we want to do this turn. Maybe it gets counterspelled, you know. But I'd rather this get counterspelled than Tatiova. Okay, if this gets kill spelled, then we're like eating a pie, right? Like, eat it in the pie?
Yeah.
Eat it in the pie. That's fine, we got the card off it. Eat it. Vampire Nighthawk got, like, a sort of better printing of Vampire Nighthawk that was, like, really... That was, like, a really complex card. The, like, counting card types in your opponent's grave or whatever. +1.
Threshold?
No, it was like
No.
X plus
this
1.
Thing that they played.
Oh yeah, this has threshold for +2/+1.
Okay, gotcha.
Nighthawk Scavenger, yes, that's the one. Alright. Here's a card that... Ooh! Okay.
Good get.
Alright, it's fine.
They want to attack him with the skeleton because that puts
yeah.
creature thing 6 in the grave, 7 in the grave.
Yeah, I also don't want to give them, like, a morbid trigger here.
Yeah.
If they want
Force them to pay for it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The skeleton's death has been... this is just aggro.
Yes.
I understand. That was just 7th card for Threshold. Also, yeah, that's fine. Alright, first things first. 7, 8, 7. I'm 1 short on lethal damage.
You could set up pretty effectively in defense on this turn with like Gnarled Colony and leaving up Giant Growth or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess you just play the colony out as a bear?
Yeah. Again, so I have 13 opponent, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm 1 off lethal.
Yeah.
So
I'm just thinking because of that, you do need a blocker.
Yes.
You could absolutely die with no blockers on board when they have not, 10 damage available right there.
yeah. We're just gonna play small colony.
Make sure it pays for blue. Yeah.
Had to think. So they have 10 damage on board.
Yeah.
2 cards
You
in
have 11
hand.
life. I mean, I guess there's no reason to not play it, right?
Yeah. Sucks because losing that is a trick that, like, we want
Yeah,
to
that-
get over the terror, but, like, it's fine. We take 4 in the air. One card left out of them. That's
That's a
pretty
great
nice.
get. Because that kills their flyer.
Yeah. Hell, it kills the reassembling skeleton and attacks them for lethal, right? No.
You have... Hold on. You can mid-combat think twice and make it lethal, yeah.
I don't have the mana
Because
for that. Oh, no, I do have the mana for
You'll
that.
generate the gold vein pick will generate a treasure on attack, right?
So they've got a food here, too.
Ah, right. And they do have the mana to
So
do that.
let's kill the flyer, then.
Okay.
We can win the long game because we have Tatiova. They also can't use a trick here because of how Indrik works, where, like, you choose to fight on resolution. So, like, this resolves, and then, like, okay.
just don't fight then, right?
That we just don't fight because I don't want this to recur with... I don't want this to come back. I don't want to lose
Yeah.
my 4/4, so... Decline. No attacks this turn. They can't food, but we don't have enough damage to go in for lethal here, so... Okay.
So they're surviving off of a top deck.
Yep.
Because otherwise...
4 in the air. Because they're trying to kill us, like, if they hit us
Yeah.
twice. Top deck, if it's a creature, it comes down immediately. I'm just going to go ahead and think twice here.
Yeah, makes sense.
We also do gain a life off Tatiova, so, like, we won't be at dying. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Epiphany's really nice. Bushwhack. Now we're talking.
These are some hella good draws. So we can bounce her on the flyer. We can bushwhack the fly. We can bushwhack the flyer.
Yeah, you've got a number of ways to bushwhack the flyer, actually.
Yeah.
Pick does it. Fleeting Distraction does it. I think Pick doing it makes the most sense, though, because that puts a 5/5 on the field, you know, and that means it can swing past the terror.
Can you kill them?
You have to sneak all of the damage.
The ward on Tolarian Terror makes me worried about that.
If the Adept gets up to 5 power, it can absolutely swing in.
Target control fights. So they have priority because they have food.
Right. They didn't save that. I think is good news.
I think we
You
just...
can swing with Adept and Indrik now if you wanted to.
I think we just wait. Like, because the idea is I can swing with Indrik and Adept. They block with Skeleton on Indrik. I have to use Fleeting Distraction to not lose that.
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe fine.
Yeah, and like they have to block something. Obviously,
yeah, but Skeleton's
die.
like the freest thing. Like they're gonna block with that regardless of the line here. Like they get that back. Only have 5 mana. Okay, that's exactly what I want to see.
Yeah, this is
Prowess trigger. Oh, even a flash creature too. So we take out the terror. They're gonna get the skeleton back, but we get another body, and then we can like bounce the skeleton. Okay, we've made it through.
yeah, this is what I expected to happen, and I'm glad that it did.
Yeah. We had enough resources to deal with the flyer, and we needed to do it like 2 or 3 times, so...
Yeah.
Thank goodness. That bacon to a pie food saved their life for about 2 turns. Like, just having
Sure.
we had the ability to hit them for 6 or 7 damage in a few of those turns.
Hey, have you seen your Drake Maker yet?
So I didn't fear... I thought about Exsanguinate, but our opponent only had 5 mana, which meant that Exsanguinate wasn't a lethal threat. We were at 5, and they were at...
Tatiova gained you, I think, 5 life that game.
I was, however,
And drew you
thinking
5
about
cards.
Exsanguinate, because that is a way for them to kill us. But with only 5 mana, that isn't a lethal threat, which is the biggest thing.
This isn't bad.
This looks quite nice. I like Adept into...
Yeah.
I like both of the lines here. Adept into Spider, or Adept into Pick attack, which attacks for 4 and gets us a treasure if it hits. Epiphany has a wizard. Okay. Thespian. Hey, Giant Growth, how you doing?
Giant Growth forgives a lot of sins.
Alright. Yep, taking 3. Then you have a land plus a play. This card. Oh boy.
That's gonna kill you pretty quick.
Yeah, we need an answer to that. We have Uncharted Voyage as like a reasonable way
You can
around it. Like
Yeah, you can reset its counters, so
Yeah.
you reset its counters, it's gonna become a little bit too slow to kill you, so.
Thinking here about
Pick into Adept or just play Spinner.
yeah. I go pick. If they play fetch land into grow from the ashes, they deserve it, you know?
Yeah.
It's theirs to have. Like, they play Evolving Wilds into Grow from the Ashes into make an 8/8 or whatever, and then, you know. Uh-huh. Yeah? Nodding. Uh-huh. Are we in Sicko? Ooh!
Wait. Deal damage, never mind. So I was really excited to see if that was a fight, because then Giant Growth would just win.
But we can save it.
Yes. Play this basically as a counter spell.
Yeah, this goes to 6. They can double their Hydra to 4 right now, but that's not enough to, like, get over this. They're going to instead double it to 6.
And then they're going to hit you for 9.
Yeah, then we're going to take a melee damage.
So I suppose you're going to have to Uncharted Voyage here after they play their land?
We are priced into it, yes.
Yeah.
Thinking about if sorcery speeding it is. I think we need to, like, instant speed it.
They can turn it into a 2/2 immediately if you don't, which isn't a huge deal, but then it just becomes a 4/4 and so on.
My worry is, like, if they go ahead and play, like, that equipment that gives hexproof or something.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Do you got it? Do you have equipment that gives hexproof? Where are you putting this? It's top or bottom? Another problem we have is actually Rogue's Passage again. It's back.
True. Okay, they put that on the bottom.
Yeah, they don't want that. That's a 1/1 at this stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rogue's Passage
The Rogue's
is our
Passage
current.
kills you in 2.
Yep. So does
Well,
so does
speaking of just attacking, yeah.
yeah, so does combat.
You can play both of your creatures.
Yeah. Our problem is dead in 2.
Yeah, because they just punch you with
Yeah, like Wary Thespian. The hope then is like Arcane Epiphany into Bite, and then Bite to kill whatever they make unblockable, and then like be killing them in the interim.
Knowing the Rogue's Passage is in the set, Imprisoned on the Moon stock just went up.
The moon!
Yeah, that doesn't do it by itself. And
No, because like they can give it to anything. So we need to draw 3 cards.
you have to draw a land and then something that deals with the board, which doesn't exist.
Yeah, we needed the fight spell.
Yeah. This this was your first pick rare that only showed up now, right?
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah.
the line here is that I'm trying to. Yes! Ooh!
You
Okay.
tricked them into not killing you. Congratulations. I mean, you're dead anyway, but
I'm dead to them just going to combat here. Damn it. Okay. I couldn't play out the creature to not die here because then they obviously kill me. This is like, I wish if I actually had the trick here to like bounce this, but we're just out. As close as I could be because we actually have lethal crackback. We need if we did have the hit because we kill this and then 7. All right. This mess went 3-3. Could have went a little better if I had read my grizzly bear. We never saw our first pick. Just
well, you saw it.
well,
at
oh,
the
you're right.
very
You're right.
last
We
moment.
saw it. We showed it to our opponent at the last second, saying, "Hey, check this out," and it's like, "Yo, that's sweet." I would have loved to like hit our opponent with a giant growth. Turn a giant growth into a drake. That sounds great. Yeah.
Well, all things considered, 2 pretty quick drafts. So,
Yeah,
like
I went like 2.5 for 2 drafts. Let's open some packs and finish this off. Rogue's Passage, real card. Like, I think Rogue's Passage had like 3 or 4 wins on like both sides of the table there. Like, just some you know, it when you have a game that gets down to some more fair positions, like, you know, that's a way around it. Got our duels down here.
good old life gain tap lands.
Yep.
Skull Step Steep back. Is that the idea?
Oh yeah, love you, Skull Step Steep. I think Rogue's Passage had a different art in the Doctor Who Commander deck, I think.
I can check real quick.
Maybe it was the... It might have been Fallout. I want to say one of those two had it in there.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who
Okay.
had it.
Sweet.
Yep.
But I think on its normal printings, it hangs out in a you know, pretty normal way.
There was also a secret lair drop of its concept art as well.
Ooh, that's cute.
Mhm.
Goblin Surprise. I like this card. I like that we've been printing a lot of these Trumpet Blast literal. Not like Trumpet Blast at like 4 or something like that, but Trumpet Blast literal with extra text and like, you know, 2 goblins is fine. How you doing, Spitfire Legak? Love you, Spitfire Legak. I just like this little big lizard. Love to see Burst Lightning. I think Burst Lightning's a super good choice for the like
For the shock sort of thing.
because it makes this is a card that's going to see play, but it's not a card that like, you know, if we went ahead and decided we are printing Lightning Bolt or something like that.
It doesn't warp standard around it like the way the Lightning Bolt
Not only
does.
does Bolt warp it in that way, you also every shock you print is like unplayable, right? Like you can't print.
Yeah.
You can't print like, all right, here's a shock with like an upside or something. It's like, yeah, cool, playing Bolt now. Whereas like this can have side grades. This can have other ways of upgrading it. Even right now in standard, it's not
Yeah,
clear.
Unholy Heat, right? So,
Torch is the one I'm thinking of. Torch the tower. Unholy Heat was a special guest. It's not in Duskmorn.
oh, right, yeah.
But Unholy Heat is like bargain, sack a thing, and then it does 3 and scries, and that's like a much cheaper upgrade. Again,
Savannah Lions.
you know, some like, yeah, there are better 1-drops that have been printed in white. Hell, in every set we've been in, we've had better ones than this, but classics are classic for a reason, you know? It still has 2 power, and all the cat stuff makes it a little bit more relevant. So, Yeah, that's part of what makes Burst Lightning cool as hell. Is it's sometimes 4 to the dome. Goblin Negotiation, I think, is funny. Like, the over damage gets you goblins, and there's ways to, like, you know, double up the damage off a spell or something like that. That's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
Good snout. Krenko's back. We saw Krenko in the time stop.
Krenko does just flood you in goblins.
Yeah, Krenko. Yep, Krenko's very must answer. What the hell are you? Whenever you gain life, one counter.
Oh, which plane had the angels with the halos blinding them?
That's Zendikar angels. They have the halos in front of their eyes.
Yeah.
There's a few specific arts I can think of that have the it's not admonition. It might be admonition actually that I'm thinking of. But yeah, this is so we have a slightly larger flying, a Johnny's Pride mate, but also draw. Whenever you like life counters draw. So like pretty easy from one to the other.
Hey, time stop again.
Love this.
Time stop is a really, really cool card, and just it does. End of the turn is such. You know, it's good, simple text on the card. It does so many things. This is a counter spell. This is an extra turn card. This is.
I like that this card is
that's
like
a split second, basically.
One of the things I like a lot about this card is that it's also sort of self-balancing with like exile on it.
Yeah.
So like you don't end up with like sometimes there are problems where like your time lock is recurable. And that is an issue. Hi, Loot. Loot here has like terribly generic green text. The additional land play is fine, and then like the slam something off the top 6. That's like not
for a character who's like an explorer. That's not really. I mean, aside from the fact that it literally has exploration on it, but like
the idea of explorer here makes sense. Of like, okay, look at top and also land plays, which explore. So, but it's very funny to me that like loot feels like one of those very, very like. People hate this card. People hate this character. I don't think we know a single fact about Loot. I don't like other than like, you know, the like GPS like planar GPS. Like I can't tell you a single like personality trait or fact about Loot other than that. The Loot doesn't let you draw or discard? Dang. No looting.
Light of the Elves, a black-green elf.
Yes.
So
our black-green elves we have sitting usually on Lorwyn, but also black-green has basically usually on Lorwyn with the elves there. But we also have black-green elves as a con. Yeah, I was gonna say Zendikar has had. Like, this has been black-green once or twice, and Tyvar and some of the elves also in Kaldheim hang out there.
Yeah.
One of the...
I
think
this is supposed to be a Kaldheim elf because of the...
Yeah, the power toughness, actually, to me, is the part that says that.
Oh, yeah, because Lorwyn elves they're identical, right? Always.
Yeah, that's what an eye blight is. Like the eyeball, like the Lorwyn elves have these incredible standards of beauty, which is represented on cards as symmetrical stats, square stats, 2/2, 3/3, etc. And so, like you have every call time off and wrestle a grizzly bear. Like, that's where they kind of ended up with Lorwyn Elves, definitionally. Magic Origins did stuff with Black Green Elves because it did stuff with Lorwyn. That's where you got, like, the Eyeblight Hunter. That's where you get a lot of that concept, because there's the hunter that hunts off power toughness creatures, but also is an off power toughness creature. Sure. You could guess spells as though they had flash. You know what card's in standard right now? Mystical Teachings. It's one of the cards in, like, the starter stuff. And this does not have the Teferi text that would give it, like, searchability for, like,
Right, yeah.
the Teferi from Time Spiral grants creatures flash wherever they are, meaning you could tutor them. Big rule. Ah! Come on! Okay.
Your corpse
Ooh.
will make an excellent
Yeah, Dreadhorde General is a strong walker.
Yeah, this is a game-ending walker.
Yeah, one that comes down and is either going, like, can very easily take over the board with, like, 2/2s or just card advantage in removal. Yeah, this is Dreadhorde, which is War of the Spark.
This is the one that Amano Liliana is.
Yes, this is what the Amano art one is.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the 5 walkers? The big idea in my mind with the walkers in this set is that they don't want them to be like, because this is a set that's going to be around forever, we don't want them to be like Wandering Emperor or
Yeah.
you know, some like levels of like powerful. Dreadhorde General strikes me as
This is a build a deck around.
yeah,
card.
this is like a strong control piece even. Like this is
Yeah.
a strong card, but I don't think it's strong enough to be over the line that I have in my head. The Vivian is also like not the Vivian
This
in this
is-
set is the lower like a lower power level green walker.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Liliana is good, but it is worth noting she is not the strongest Liliana in standard at the moment.
Right, standard literally
As straight up of the veil.
As of the veil.
You know?
So of the veil has some powerful positions. The other bit is that like right now the more popular like top end walker stuff is doing like Vraska auto kill or things like that.
Mhm.
So there's the other walkers in this set. If I go,
I feel like that this particular Liliana is powerful but fair. You know?
Yeah,
like,
that's
just
how-
fundamentally.
that's how I feel on it as well. Like is a quite powerful card, but I don't when it comes down, I feel like yeah, all right, like you got it. Yeah, this Vivian isn't like
She is okay and has always been just kind of okay.
right,
You know?
like fine -3, like things are
Pretty
things are-
decent cube card because you can work with this effect, but like
yeah, like. We have the completed Jace milling yourself is a funny one. New Chandra costs 100 million mana.
7. Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just going to inherently make this unplayable.
That's the biggest problem I feel like with Chandra, especially like Chandra has like Chandra does have board control and like you know card draw, but like you have to be you're not like getting this in anything but like a deck that's doing some like big mana plays in my mind.
It does wrath the board pretty well when you play her. But
Yeah.
I feel like you could build a deck that plays this and find success with it.
Yeah,
It's just
I
that
think the thing is, I am unlikely to think that deck is a red deck. Like it's probably like
no, it'd be more like at least red green, maybe
Right.
like even full
yep.
like a full Jund deck or something.
New Kaito. New Kaito here is very combat focused. Has the very funny ninja token.
Mm-hmm.
The whenever you hit with any creature, you get loyalty, so you can build up quicker. That's why the emblem is not game ending. It's just like a free token on every spell any player casts, which is obviously strong, but it's not like
Yeah, if it would be
Dreadhorn
if
Generals
Kaido's
9, right? Like,
yeah, if Kaido had an ult that ended the game on that -9, it would do so frequently.
yeah.
Because it's not that hard to get up to 9+ on that text.
So, yeah, unblockable.
Because I mean, he still gets one every turn, basically, right?
And
Because
this is
of the.
yeah.
And yeah, this is just a Johnny Call.
And this is a Johnny Caller
classic.
Pride. This one's fine. Like the
This is like the most basic planeswalker in the game, I feel like.
yeah. This card I remember being a little bit more like fun, valuable when we had like Sun Titan as a bit, but honestly,
As a way to just
most of the time, you play this Ajani, you -3, and hope that just killed your opponent because you jumped something to kill them. That's usually what this card does, and it's what it did most of the time. I don't know. I feel like it's
There's
like
a doubling season for counters in Foundations, isn't there?
there's Doubling Season, the card named Doubling Season.
Right, yeah. So
In Foundations.
that's gonna make I mean that makes, if you have that out and then you play Ajani, that means that Ajani immediately makes 20 cats.
Because did I not turn off the Planeswalker search? Yeah, because there's where's Doubling Season, the card named Doubling Season?
I don't think doubling seasons actually says the word double on its text.
Oh, does
I believe it says put that many,
Yeah, it says twice. Okay.
Twice.
I was looking for in its text box.
I do find it very funny that this is here, and then you have the planeswalkers, and people are gonna play with those. It is going to introduce so many people to the fact that I believe doubling season does not work with plussing on a planeswalker. It's only the ETB text on it.
So this is the other Doubling Season that gets
Right, that's what I was thinking of. Actually, you're right.
Innkeeper's Talent. This is very funny to have it have the Nyx frame. Weird.
This one actually would work with a planeswalker.
So yeah, this one. So the combo in Standard right now, the combo kill. Let me turn off the set search. Whatever, this will be enough. If a target player has fewer than 9 poison counters, they get poison counters equal to the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And the Innkeeper's talent, whenever a permanent or player would have counters placed on them, double the number of counters. Doubling Season doesn't say player on it. It says tokens under control or counters on a permanent.
Yeah.
So, but Innkeeper's Talent doubles it on players. So if you play the Innkeeper's Talent, level it to 3, and then you just play Vraska, Vraska comes in with enough to,
instantly activate that and also put down 18 poison counters on someone.
Yes. So that's that's the standard combo kill. You can even play Vraska.
Yeah, I was only mentioning specifically that because of the one weirdness of activating a planeswalker ability, you put the loyalty counter on as a cost. That makes doubling season not double those, because that is not an effect, that is paying a cost. Whereas Innkeeper's Talent just says if you put any on, then that actually does make it happen.
Think about what our best Vraska is.
The best Vraska?
Yeah.
That is...
It's like... Golgari Queen's the one I've probably played the most with.
Black-green, original Vraska is pretty decent, but...
Oh my god, is that not...
I don't think that's on
I don't
Arena.
think that's on Arena.
Yeah, that card's too old for
It turns
Arena.
too old. Yeah. Thinking about that. Yeah. But yeah, like Betrayal Sting has like the combo bit going on, so Vrasco is one of the Homestucks. You're close.
Honestly,
you're very close.
pretty close, yeah. Even characterization wise, I think.
I don't know enough about a Homestuck to be able to tell you that.
I stopped reading Homestuck after Act 1. So. I was a big fan of Problem Sleuth when it was coming out, though.
Anyway. Time stop. Alright. That's gonna be it for today. We'll get some more drafting in tomorrow. Put this in over the new set, so Slay the Spire gets to take a little bit of a nap. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for joining. Thanks, Doc, for jumping in here. I appreciate it.
No worries. I had a perfect opportunity to.
Yeah, and we got to have cats. We got to have prowess. We got to have a bunch of fun with this. So thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow. See me live. Subscribe. Get access to the cool skulls, slimes, all the other fun emotes. But if you're just here having a good time, A+. Can't ask for more. So yeah.